are standing outside of Main Street Science World where they have a behind the scenes of a Pixar exhibit. So we're going to be checking it out today. It is the last weekend that it's happening and I'm so excited! Whoa! So many fun facts!
All optical orbits up front. And remember, we keep our supraesophageal ganglion to ourselves. That means you, Jimmy. And hello, it's me, Raj. You monsters make sure that your tentacles and horns are not blocking anyone's view. And no food or drinks in the exhibit. Let's get started.
At Pixar, on any given day, we're working on various stages of many films.
But it all begins with an idea. For example, Toy Story can be started like this.
When kids leave the room, the toys come to life. See, I always knew that my toys did that.
Our films start in story. Along with the director and the writer, we figure out what happens using simple drawings.
It's kind of like a comic book.
Exactly. And while we're drawing, production designers and their teams start designing the world and the characters. While they're painting and drawing and sculpting, our storyboards go to editorial, where they string together all the drawings that we've created.
We time them out, add music, dialogue, and sound effects.
And as these shots go through each stage in production, we'll update this scene over and over again. And this is where the science and the math come in. What's next? Pipeline. We're ready to start making the film you'll see in the theater, and this happens in a particular order. It's time for our technical artists to figure out how to create the movie in the computer.
I've been here for 9 years, and I still have no idea how you guys turn our drawings into the film.
To be honest, something's done to us on every movie.
Hey, Gail. You've been here since Toy Story. What's been hard on each film?
Well, Toy Story, everything. Here, let me show you. On Toy Story, we were inventing the entire process from scratch. Monsters Incorporated, fur clothing. On cars, reflective metal surfaces. On every new film, there's a new technical challenge. On Inside Out, we had to deal with a character made of glowing particles. And it took lots of people to figure out just that one thing.
Whoa, what is she made of?
Her shape will be made of points and particles of light. She makes it tough. This is the 17th version.
And the characters have to move, so someone has to add controls to them all.
Like a puppet, right?
Yes, except instead of strings, our animators will use a computer program to move the characters in the digital world. Next in the pipeline, sets.
So for Cars 2, you built the entire city of London?
We needed a huge chunk of the city because Mayor McQueen speed through it. So we figured out how to grow buildings with enough variation for them to look real.
And we moved through that set with our virtual cameras. Next up, animation.
I do know what the animators do. They bring the characters to life.
You see how she's moving but her clothes and hair are missing? Adding and moving those elements is going to be someone else's job further down the pipeline. And by somebody else, I mean me, and about 20 other simulation technical artists. Where are you getting all these shirts? We have to build everything you see, including the textures and surfaces, which help make the world and characters believable. Next up, lighting.
Ironically, it's really dark in the lighting department. So when you start, there are no lights?
No. Any source of light is something we have to add into the scene. In this shot alone, there are 230 lights.
Last up, the render farm.
A film is really a series of images, or frames. There's 24 of them every second.
This is where we make the frames. Everything comes together here. All the art, math, and science. A single frame can take more than 24 hours to render. And that's just one frame. And that's assuming we don't run into any snags.
It's always incredible seeing final shots. A simple line drawing I did becomes a fully realized world.
When I look at final shots, I see the hard work of all my friends. I see the art, math, science, and programming that went into it. But we hope you don't see any of that. We hope you get lost in the story and characters.
Oh my gosh, it's computer graphics pioneer and Pixar founder Ed Catmull. Can you wrap it up for us, Ed?
Computers don't make movies, people do. It is art and it's technology. It is hard and messy, but it is fun.
Hey, where'd you get that t-shirt? Wow, I really learned a lot.
And there's so much more to learn in the
Here we go. I see a tree. All my dreams have come true. Oh my goodness, it's Mike and Sully. I'm a huge fan. Mike Wazowski. For every part of Mike that moves, triggers create a control and describe its motion. 7,000 controls. Wow. Well, that looks creepy. Go, Mike. Kick it. Yeah. I love it. I want this as a wallpaper. It's like original concept art. I'm so glad this was not the final choice. But Jessie looks so cute. Look at her. Got our regular Frankenstein over here making a robot. Look at that guy. He made a baby. Looks so real. I like it. Very Tin Man. So this is discussing Wall-E and his little body, how it's a cube. So these little holes are suctioning in air to hold the fabric on. Then you can put cool outfits on him. Now he's all dressed up, ready to roll the dice. Cute! We're gonna pick our car finish. You want sparkly flames? On jelly beans. It's the greatest car ever. Dynaco. Ooh, it's a wooden car. Ew. It's a wooden raspberry car with juice. Referring to the lighting that the woman was talking about in the video earlier. Shaders are programs that tell a computer how to display all aspects of an office surface appearance. I work at Pixar. I'm a shader. Throwing shade. Can you master the surface? Yeah, I can. I'm so proud of myself. I work for Pixar now. Oh my goodness, they're a little dark, but they're clay sculptures of Pixar characters. You got Colette, Anger. These are sweet. Oh my goodness. I want all of them on display in my future home. Oh, we got some art. Oh, we have Eve. Oh my goodness, look at the detail in this little mic.
Took the idea.
Oh, Dash. Being dashing as always. Oh, and we have the original triplet and his bear form. Cute. So this is like when you really think about how time consuming it is. All these little plot points had to be made to make one three-dimensional character. And so this thing here lets you make each individual plot point, and then at the end we'll see the 3D shape we've created. I was not able to make a shape, I made a 3D squiggle. This is really cool. Ooh, we made a shape! Steve made a shape, I did not make a shape. So you're even artist rendering. It's 5 hours out, 6 hours, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness. Wow. It takes a long time. I will never complain about YouTube videos taking too long to render. 30 hours. Alright, so this one frame took 33 hours. Oh my goodness, you can't meet Dory in the parks, so I'm like so starstruck right now. I'm a huge fan. So this is sweet. You can make your own stop motion animation with the lamp. And here's the lamp, and it's in a little kind of groove. And then it will put it all together, and hopefully you make it seamlessly do that. This guy's working really hard on it. So here you can control the simulation. So it's basically when Pixar does their bloopers, they're just showing the simulation off. And everything looks really kind of awkward. It's the real life Wall-E. Hi Wall-E. So here we have the tree from A Bug's Life. That is beautiful. We're all different. Oh, I like that one. So they're mostly different and tightly packed in one group, with many groups. Whoa! One group, loosely packed, different directions. Oh, I enjoy that. That is aesthetically pleasing. Cool. Learning how to simulate water for Finding Nemo. Cool. It's the tapestry from Brave. And there's no rips in it. This is pre-bear. Just found the ultimate Monsters wallpaper. It's not wallpaper, but it looks pretty sweet. So we begin with story and art. We move on to the modeling. Move on to the rigging. I'm gonna do some surface work now. Add in a few sets and cameras. Finally, we're at the animation. Add in the simulation. Add in the lighting. And last but not least, the rendering. Now that is some beautiful concept art. Oh no, right when you leave, you're in a Pixar gift shop. I want it all. I need it all. I've got to have it all. I need it. I want it. I deserve it. Just kidding, but not really. The color of Pixar. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful? Alright. And out we go. And oh my gosh, look at Lotso. There's so much. Thanks, Pixar. It was cool. Oh my goodness, Steve is hacking the game. He's entering in a code. But you need to. He's a hacker. Alright, here we go. Let's see how it affects everything. Whoa, what code did you pick? Oh, skywalking. Is this any different than the normal Sonic so far? Ooh, we got the progression of different characters. Danielle, this one's for you. Oh look, we got like Mario, Laura Croft. Cool beans. It's Kirby. Kirby! So there's these little holes where you can put the balls and then they shoot up through and they come flying out. There it goes. There it goes. I want one of these smart house windows so badly. Look, can't even see it. Now the world's back. What? Steve's got an air gun. You punch it and air comes out. Whoa! You did it! Science! Oh wow! So big! Sweet! Dinosaurs are so cool. Can we talk about that for a second? Now that is a VR system. I wonder if people actually have these in their houses in like 5 years. It wouldn't surprise me. Cute! You can make little creatures and someone made a Pikachu. Good job! There, that's the best. Alright, Steve's turn. Wow! 99! Woo! Alright, it was a lovely day, but it's time for us to say goodbye. It's already dark out, oh my goodness. I love Vancouver all lit up at night, it's so beautiful. And there's Science World, all lit up at night. Until next time. Bye everybody. Thanks for coming.